starting the video, and yeah, we have engine overheat, but we don't care because we have this beautiful airfield here at Smolensk, which we are going to, let's say, attempt to land. And I haven't played this game for a little bit, so this could be exciting. This could be exciting. And yeah, so take your bets, place your bets now. Obviously, before you watch the video. Yes, that's great. It's going fantastic. I'm going 530. That's very fast. Actually, this plane is surprisingly fast. Yes. I mean, I know I'm going down like that. You know, hey, no, you know, none of that. Okay. But you know, it's going way too fast. Oh, okay, fine. There are fighters, and I just left the mission area because I'm landing. So, we're gonna ignore our friends and compatriots and let them die because we are attempting to land for the motherland, for Russia. So, we're gonna try to slow down a little bit. As we can see in Russia and Soviet Union, they like to have lots of trees in front of the airfields because obviously this is very scenic, and well, that's what you want basically in front of the airfield where planes are taking off and landing. Hey, look at this. Where planes are taking off and landing, you want lots of trees, tall trees, so the pilots can admire you know, the scenery, because that's, you know, what landing is all about, correct? And we're landing actually the wrong way, but, you know, that's just the way Uncle Timo likes to do things. And, yeah, we are at a weird angle, but that's okay. Okay. We are still at 1%. I am now doing the breaky. You can probably hear the squeaky noisy. Okay, we have a... Okay, here... let's not hit the anti-air, you know, emplacements right there. Okay, good. It's going great. So yeah, let's, since we landed, let's now kind of sort of go close to where we should be, which I'm assuming is next to the aircraft hangars. That's always good, right? Hey, we are going 10, 20. Alright, now we're really speeding up. But yeah, 30, yeah, 20 is good. 20, 30 is fine. So yeah, let's go here and let's say hello. I landed at the wrong airfield again, and I left my friends to die to enemy fighters because that's the way I roll. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. And is there anything interesting to see there? Yes, there is. There's this planes and trains and automobiles and. Yeah, look at this. I'm going to die now, aren't I? I am so sorry. I am crashing into the parked planes here because, you know, that's the way I roll. Okay, raise it. Chocks in. Engine off. Yes. And can we open the cockpit? See, it doesn't open. It's shift. Oh no, it doesn't like it. Alright, we have IL-2s ready for takeoff here. We're gonna end the mission because, you know, I'm just excited about landing and stuff. And let's see what they say. We killed 9 railroad cars. So maybe our bombs did go off. Mladший Lieutenant Abramovich, he actually crashed into the ground because we were flying in formation really low because that's the way we were set up for this mission. And yeah, it didn't really. Actually, Mladen Lieutenant Abramovich killed the train, and then he. Oh, he was shut down. No, that's not what I saw. Okay, well, so there were some BF-1, there were some Friedrich 2s at our airfield, which we missed because we landed at Smolensk because we're smart like that. Okay, so nothing to really see here. Right, we have the same mission basically: protect, protect, protect. Well, actually, no, we're not bombing, so we're protecting. So pure Istrebitiel, pure fighter. And since we are doing the historical, let's talk a little bit about something I really have no idea about, which is LaGG 3. And LaGG 3 is basically an acronym of Lavochkin, Gurevich, and the third guy, who were the three main designers. And the way things worked in the Soviet Union under Stalin's time, well, they were told to make airplanes, and they had some technical difficulties because, you know, when you're a designer, it's not like designer of, you know, clothes, which are, you know, the people who are famous now. No, they were designing stuff that actually is useful, as opposed to haute couture and crap like that. You know, stuff for killing people, useful stuff like that. So there's some technical issues. And Stalin thought to himself, what's the best way to motivate people? And, you know, if it's capitalism, we would say, you know, pay them more. But this is Soviet Russia, it's communism. They motivated people differently. So what happened was certain individuals in uniforms with, you know, they had those caps, you know, soldier uniforms and caps, but the caps were blue all around. They had this blue roundel, which means NKVD troops. So they said, hello, citizens, comrades, come with us, you're under arrest. And they said, really, you're going to shoot us? No, 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 don't worry about it, you're under arrest, you'll see. So they were all arrested and put into prison, but it was a special prison. There are all kinds of prisons in Soviet Russia, especially under Stalin. It was the whole Gulag system, which was designed to extract resources, natural resources from the ground, such as gold and coal, and for building projects like the building canals. Well, they had those people called zeks. And zeks were basically people like you and me, except they were under arrest because they were counter-revolutionary scumbags. And it was very easy to be arrested as a, you know, counter-revolutionary scumbag because the NKVD, you see, they had a quota. They had a quota of people that they had to arrest per month and then annually, per year. And just like any manager in a company, in a corporation, if you don't, you know, fulfill your quota, you get fired. Except in this case, you get shot, and your family gets shot, and you might end up as a zek, you know, the people you're arresting. So anyway, they had a certain number of people that they had to arrest because the whole economy under Stalin was based on slave labor. Yes, it was the Gulag system, and natural resources, coal, and all these resources, and, you know, they had those. The joke was you're going to, you know, cut the wood, which was not a joke. It was true. There's lots of wood cutting, and by these prisoners, and basically, yeah, that's the story. And but the Gulag was one part. Okay, these were the ordinary prisoners, which means you're gonna die. You're going to extract as much as you can at a starvation ration, and then you're going to die. But they also had special prisons for really VIPs. These are VIP prisons. It was not part of the Gulag. It was something different. And for example, the people who were designing airplanes were put into prisons. So they would not have things that would take stuff, you know, they would be concentrating on their work. They wouldn't be, you know, looking at their children and children going to school, or, you know, sleeping at night with your wife. You know, all of this is out the window because now, comrade airplane designer or tank designer or weapon designer, you're in prison. And all these distractions that you had out of prison, well, that's gone now. And you have this, you know, all this unlimited time. You have, the state has provided you all these resources like free paper and free, you know, whatever the version of CAD-CAM was in those days, which was rulers and erasers and all this free stuff. And all you have to do is design the best airplanes in the world. and you have a very short time to do it because Comrade Stalin is very impatient. So uh, you better do it because you have beautiful children and a beautiful wife, and you also like to keep all your teeth in, and so the period, you have a 3-week period to design these airplanes. Good luck. And they design airplanes. They work 24 hours sometimes to do it because they're really motivated, because they love their children and love their wives, and also they want to live themselves. So anyway, this airplane, LaGG-3, not very well liked, made from wood. As we all know from War Thunder, it was actually a special kind of wood, specially chemically treated, so it wouldn't burn. But it's, the War Thunder kind of went, with the secret documents. They did it so, well, let's just say it wasn't that, it did burn. It wasn't that good. I mean, it's wood. It's not freaking, Terminator armor. So anyway, this was a decent airplane, but not really well liked by the pilots because it had issues. And I have spoken about issues, factory and everything, how they had trouble burning, how they had trouble turning them out defect-free. So this series of airplanes developed into then, they dropped the GG. I don't remember if they were shot or no, actually the MiG guy, I think this one guy, Gurevich, he might have gone to another design bureau, and he made a MiG, which is Mikoyan I Gurnievich, which means Mikoyan and Gurevich. So that's the MiG guy, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong. But this Lavochkin spun this whole LaGG-3 series into, and look at this is LaGG-3, into LA-5s. And you can see that he basically changed the engine to this radial engine, just like Focke-Wulf 190. And yeah, it was a very, very successful, actually very successful line of airplanes. But in 1941, LaGG-3, it was not really that well liked by the pilots. It had lots of defects. Engine was too hot. Spin characteristics, etc., etc. Mostly shoddy workmanship by the factory, not the designer was to blame. So anyway, let's look at the speedy, how speedy it is. Let's look at the speed, how speedy it is. Proper English. Nah, let's not do that. Anyway, speed at 5,000 meters, 575 kilometers per hour, give or take. Turning was, as we saw, horrendous because it was corkscrewing into the ground. Armament is only 120 millimeter. Whoa, they're really, we're getting less firepower on this one than say I-16. But yeah, it's Lavochkin, Gorbunev, and Gutkov. Actually, I was wrong. It's not the MiG guy. These two guys, I have no idea what happened to them. Only Lavochkin was later on. He made his own design bureau. And Gorbunev and Gutkov, as far as I know, were kind of non-entities after LaGG. The Lavochkin LA is only, the main guy there. So the Gurevich guy from MiG was completely different. I was completely wrong. All right. I-301, this is an interesting fighter in War Thunder because it's a design prototype at low BR, which kills everything in its, that it flies again, so blah. Okay, far from perfect, it was improved for mass production, blah blah blah. 6,500 LaGG-3s were made until it was withdrawn for production because, the pilot said, F this, forget it, we don't want this. Low quality treatment of the fuselage and wing surface. So yeah, like I said, the way we were making them in the factory contributed to these planes being crap. Non-retractable tail wheel, reduction speed, poor rear visibility, prone to fall into spin. Oh god, yes, we saw that. Automatic leading edge slats, interesting, they had those in 1941. Quick loss of speed and continuous maneuvers, yeah, so it wasn't that good. So this airplane, blah, blah. It's maybe better than I-16, although, yeah, maybe. Okay. That was a quick and useless history lesson because I was totally wrong on the MiG guy, the Gurevich guy. It was Godukov and Gudurov, so totally different GG guys. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video now and see what the next mission is all about. Maybe we'll leave our compatriots in the lurch and just fly ourselves and just totally ignore our mission so our friends can die.